I'm gonna change, need to loosen this. I'm gonna change the camera angle a little bit. Alright, when I'm like getting every riding, is it pointing up enough? Yeah. Kind of looks like it's not pointing to the right now. Also, I might have fixed it. Oh, a rabbit. Cruising through. Headlights, taillights, everything. I think it was the e-bike too. I didn't pay really good attention. Oh, my legs aren't warmed up enough. They don't want to go up this hill, or at least my right leg doesn't. I just barely geared way down. I just barely get enough traction even to ride up the hill. Here, what was I gonna do? Wide. Then switch it to wide angle. This seems better. It's still angled to one side a little bit. Seems better. Alrighty. Man, my legs are freaking stiff. Wonder how this works. That's pretty good. Other than it being pointed to the side. Yeah, I swam a bunch and then walked around at PAX and destroyed my legs. And then I let them chill yesterday and a little bit the day before. And now they're so stiff they don't know how to like move. Well, it's not really both of them. It's just my right one. The left one, just fine. Hi, fish. I feel like I'm dying. How are you? I feel like I'm dying. I'm so stiff from not doing anything yesterday after wrecking myself. Like, it's not even funny. I don't know why I'm out of breath. Maybe because I might not be dying like my legs. I might just be trying to ride faster, but I feel like it's one of those days where I feel like I'm slow. So I'm just pushing myself as hard as I can. I'm having fun anyways. How are you doing? Yeah, I guess so. I felt like I was going pretty fast. Nice. Oh, guess what? It's getting kind of dark here, but guess what I got? Look at that. I need to switch where it's at on my handlebars, so it's... Oh, I see. Well, I got lights. This some just cheap ones on Amazon. It's a red light on my seat post, and then yeah. It was like $19 for 2 of them. There's a whole bunch of cheap ones. I figured it's just taking a chance with any of them, so I just read reviews and got the ones that had the least people saying they fall off of their bikes. Yeah, 19 bucks for 2. This set had like the nicest rear light that looks like it'd be easy to see, like from different angles. If the nicest set as far as had a nice rear light and a headlight that looked like it would you know, stay on your bike. Here's another place. Some of this looks already. Welcome back. My heart rate's 153, so I guess I am working hard. I'm like pedaling as hard as my legs will go, pretty much. So I'm actually getting some cardio. My legs are getting in better shape. Yeah, I can get my heart rate up to like 150, 160 in Beat Saber. Like my arms are in good shape as far as that goes. But bike riding this year, after being like my legs being so out of shape, it's like if I get my heart rate up above like 120, it's usually because my legs are just actually dying. They usually just pretty much die before I can get it above 120. So basically, I didn't get any cardio bike riding because I had good enough cardio from playing Beat Saber that my legs were what was holding me back. But I guess they have gotten better. Yeah, it definitely. There's another area. The trail looks kind of almost wet at some of the places, like it rained earlier today. It didn't rain at home today, but it definitely feels like it rained here. It feels way more humid than it did at home. Yeah, that's how I've been. Like, I can ride as hard as my legs can go and can't get out of breath. Today they're actually in good enough shape that I'm riding as hard as they can go, and I'm getting out of breath. Or at least talking's harder, where normally it's like my legs are dying and I can just talk easy. I'm gonna stop and drink some water real quick. Yeah. So then I'll get more cardio, because most of my cardio is from bike riding anyways, because you can get a lot more cardio that way than playing Beat Saber. At least I can. So, but I haven't. The only thing I've done in the last year to maintain cardio is just play Beat Saber. I don't know how much you actually lose cardio. I know I definitely lose stamina fast if I don't play Beat Saber for a few weeks or don't bike ride for a few weeks, but my cardio doesn't seem to go down that fast. Like, it seems like it takes months of not doing anything to really lose a lot of cardio. Oh yeah, and I'm trying my new head setup. I have my, that's why it's looking up now. I have my camera mounted to my shoulder instead of my helmet. So when I stop and I'm not leaning over forward, then it's just pointing up at the sky. See, unless I lean down like I'm bike riding. I wanted to see, I have it mounted to my backpack strap. I was kind of planning on getting a chest mount and chest mounting it. Yeah. And I don't know if I have it pointed straight forward exactly, because it's kind of hard to tell. The mount I have it on, I can just basically point it whatever way. Alright, cool. From seeing the stream really, really small on my phone, it looked okay. So, I don't have an external mic. I want to get a USB mic, but the really nice ones that everybody uses are like $250. So it'll probably be a long time before I get one of those. And a GoPro mic works just fine, other than when it's way up on my helmet. And then, like, the rest of the time it picks up noise around, but like I noticed at PAX, like I streamed last year at PAX on my phone, and everything was really loud. Well, the GoPro, I noticed I was louder, so you could turn the sound down. So it's like, you know, when I have it in my helmet, you can kind of hear me, but you have to keep it turned up so loud that like when cars drive by and stuff, it's almost deafening. So I thought, yeah, I guess I could. I mean, the one I was gonna get was want to get is a wow, that like echoed when I went and went through that tunnel. The one I wanted to get was a mic with a receiver. I can mount the receiver on the side of my GoPro and plug it into the GoPro with a 3.5 millimeter jack, and then the GoPro just sends the sound through. But you can also Bluetooth it to phones, or plug the receiver up to something, to a USB port. But yeah, I believe, I don't know if I can, I actually don't know if I can use a Bluetooth mic. The Wi-Fi card I bought for my Velobox has Bluetooth, I believe, also, but I don't know if I know Velobox can use USB mics. So if I, like, you know, get that one, I could plug it up to my GoPro, or I could plug it up to my Velobox with USB and do it that way. That way it's a little bit harder to sync the audio. Going through GoPro, they supposedly don't have any delay, really, so you just plug them up and it'll all be like synced good. Like the mic doesn't. I don't know if it would be delayed more, hooked up through to a USB port. Okay, well that would work. I can use any Bluetooth mic or something with a 3.5 millimeter jack. Let's see, what time is it? 7:42. I think you could ride a little bit further and then turn around and head back. I guess I'll cross the road here.
Yellow lights are flashing.
All right. Yeah. Yellow lights are flashing. It said, it's sunset right now. Or I think in like a minute or two. So, I guess until dusk is what, another like 20 minutes after that? Yeah, I probably have like 30 minutes before it's completely dark. I've been riding for 28 minutes and it's downhill on the way back, so I'll ride faster. Unless it's so dark that I ride slower. And like, freaking gravel. Okay, I got out of it. The gravel is so deep on the side of the trail, I couldn't ride back into the center. I had to ride off the edge to the grass and then just plow through it back to the center. I was just bogged down so bad. Yeah, I think last time I rode here, I got back in like 15 minutes. Just wait until, thank you. Yay, I got across. That one doesn't have flashy lights. I guess the main thing is how long can Stream still see? My eyes work better than the GoPro. Like for sure, I figured that out. Wait, what? Oh, the road back there? Yeah. I forgot those are called... I assume that's what you're talking about. I forgot those are called islands. I think that was pretty much large enough I could fit my whole bike there. Like if one car let me by, then I could just stop an island and then go the rest of the way across. Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. Those are less sketchy because I can at least, I feel less sketched out about them. This is the one that says use crosswalk. Oh, it looks dark over there under the trees. Maybe I should just turn around here. Could stop and drink some water. Right into the darkness. This is that road that has whatever slopes in the curve, whatever they're called, cutouts, so you can ride up over it, but then it has a used crosswalk sign. Only on this side of the road. The other side of the road doesn't have anything telling you to use the crosswalk. I need to adjust my light. It's see, pointing off to the left because it's on the curved part of my handlebars. I can't put it down in the bottom because I have a phone on one side and my bike reflector on the other side. I think I just need to loosen the reflector and slide it up, and then I can keep my phone where it's at, where it's not slanted, and then have my light pointing straight ahead. Hey, that shows up pretty good on, you can tell that I have a light. It's decently bright. Plenty good enough to see how to ride. It feels fancy. It feels fancy, like riding through the under the trees and actually being able to see where I'm riding. It's like I'm not used to this. I'm used to being blind when it gets kind of dark. I think I'll turn around here. The road, the trail on the other side. The parking lot I parked at says that it closes at dusk, technically. I don't think anyone's gonna care how late I stay past dusk. You know, parking lots don't really close here. They don't have gates. You can just pretty much stay there a few hours after dark, and as long as you're not like tearing the place up or something, nobody seems to give a crap, like, at all. Like, I think the close at dusk signs are just so if you know, you tear the place apart, they can, you know, arrest you and make you stop. I'm gonna adjust my light while I'm sitting here. you know, benefits of when you, one of the few benefits of when you live in a lawless hellscape. You can stay at the trail heads after they technically close and nobody cares. It's like basically the only benefit. Although where I parked is also less of a lawless hellscape. The real lawless hellscape places around here, I don't want to leave my car there too long after dark. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just messing with this. Do I have a Phillips head large enough to unscrew this? I don't think I do. This is a pretty big one. I have a real mini one. Oh, I think my bike tool's too small. Oh, no, the flat side works in the smaller Phillips head part. Oh, that's great. I'm going to fall out of the way. Man, it's so hot now that I've just stopped here standing still. I have literally sweat beating up on my arms. It is so dang humid. This actually feels like the freaking southeast today. Welcome back. I was talking about I'm sitting here and it's so humid and I'm warm from riding. I have sweat just beating up on my arms. That's like, you know, a normal thing to happen. Yeah. It really feels like the southeast. It might feel like it almost a little bit too much, but you know. I'll take this over it being cold. Doesn't hurt having sweat beaded up on your arms. Better in your feet going, you know, numb. All right, I have my light adjusted. We're straight up and down. The reflector doesn't really fit beside it. I think you're legally supposed to have reflectors on your bikes here, but yeah, probably I should. Better than being miserable all the time. Now I just got to tighten this up with my craptastic multi-tool I have here. That came in my yeah, I'm tempted to take this one off. Like anytime it's dark I can just turn my headlight on. Like why do you need a dang reflector, you know? I don't know if I can tighten this up good enough with this multi-tool where it doesn't come off while I'm riding. Because I don't have a screwdriver. It can be Phillips head or flat. I don't have one that's the right size. It's like small ones, because bikes usually use small ones. I think it would work for like any of the screws, like adjusting a derailleur or anything, where anything that has a screw, like the limit pins or whatever, limit how much, so it doesn't just shift off the cassette. I think those were Phillips had on this bike. All right, time to head back. Turn my rear light on so people can see me better, since it's like freaking dark basically out here now. Man, that is a bright light. Do I have that sealed up? I think everything is good. If the reflector starts getting loose where it's going to come off, I'll just unscrew it and throw it in my bag. Stick what in my face? The light? No. The rear light, the rear light is attached to my seat post. Did it look that bright? Like, I looked back looking at it where it was shining up in my face, because it's pretty it's like really bright. It like lights up the ground behind me like red. There, see, now this is pointed straight in front, straight forward, and I can see really well. Oh, okay. Oh, when I said it's really bright, that actually sounds like exactly like something I would do. Just stick the dang thing in my face and be like, man, that's really bright. It's blinding. Because I think that's what I said, or something along those lines. This is fun. I want to do some mountain biking at night. Sounds even funner. Having it on low lights it up enough of how bright it is out here that I can still see fine, and then it's not as blinding, shining in people's eyes. I got one that's directed that isn't blinding if it's shining down below eye level. I've seen a lot of people around, especially it seems like people have like the cheap e-bikes and they come with lights, and the lights are just like floodlights and they're really bright, and they ride around on those and it's like a freaking car coming at you. It like just totally blinds you where you can't see where you're going. The gravel's so deep, it's insane. Yeah, this is plenty large enough for me to put my bike in. Oh goodness. My front wheel washed out one way and I pulled it back up and then it washed out the other way, going right over at the edge. Or started to wash out both ways. Yeah, it really is nuts how bright they are. They're like, the people right at you and you're just like, You're thinking like, well, I can see where you're at, so I won't head on you, but I can't see if there's a trail in front of you or not. Yeah, it's fun. I'm pretty good at I'm really good at not washing all the way out and falling over. I don't mind sliding around a bit, you know. Even if the lights are still on, we're going across to the island. Thank you. I was trying to decide, they hit the lights and then that car right turned and almost ran over them is what it looked like. So then I'm just like, I want to wait until they go by. Can you see anything on the stream other than right where the light's shining? I guess not really. Well, dang. I can still see good enough to ride without a light, just not good enough to tell how deep the gravel is. But the camera just can't pick it up at all. Or can't. Yeah, see, you can see where the light is at in the sky. Oh, you can kind of make out a little bit around where stuff is. Okay. I guess it's just spooky stream, you know? Oh. Yeah, like trying to see, so it makes it super, super fuzzy. There's more people out here in the dark than I thought there would be still walking. Like, I'm glad I have lights so I'm not just like sneaking up on people, you know. And I ride extra slow when I'm riding around people in the dark because bikes go faster and it's hard to see. So at least I'm easy to see. I think a bat just flew by right in front of me. It looked kind of small for it to be a bird. I don't actually know if there's bats here. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen one. I know in the southeast I'd see bats. After dark, sometimes you'd see them flying around. I would assume they're probably here also. Like, it flew right freaking in front of me. Like, I was like a few feet from hitting it. Okay, cool. So that's probably what it was. It looked more like a bat than a bird. But like I said, it just flew right in front of me and I just got a glimpse of it when it was going through my, going through the headlight. This is fun, riding at night. Oh, really? Dang. Do you ever have birds get into it and then like fly around? Oh, the lake looks really nice in the dark. Here, let me see if I can move over enough where you can see the lake. I have to lean forward enough where the camera looks down there. You can kind of see the you can see there's a little bit of, yeah. I think there's a better place where you can see it up here, but it might not be. It's a really nice sunset right now. The sky is all orange, and then it's reflecting off of the lake. So you can just see the light lit up through the trees. Yeah, that's all I can also. You can see a little bit better here. Maybe not the lake good, but you can see the lake and then the houses on the other side. I have so much stream delay. I like watching my own stream. Oh, you can see the sunset okay too. GoPro actually does a really good job of catching the color. Looking at it on my cell phone, that's pretty close to what it looks like IRL. It's just kind of like a glowy orange color. Yeah, mine usually kind of looks like that too. I've noticed that if the sun's really bright, also when you're riding into it, you'll be able to see some of the glare, but it doesn't just turn the whole picture white, like bright white where you can't see anything. Like, I've been riding into the sun a few times where I couldn't hardly see where I was going, and I didn't think people would be able to see on the stream, but the stream could see fine. No. Yeah, I guess pretty much. Yep. I'll be like, I'm blind from the sun, and then stream, I need to tell you if I'm about to crash. I need you to tell me. Oh, this is a really nice view. See the sunset here? The lake is not lit up now. I guess it's maybe a different angle, plus the sun's higher, or it's not lit up much, so you can maybe see a little bit. I just angled the camera forward. It's a really nice sunset. I angled it too much. Even when you're riding now, it's looking up. Yeah, it could be fun. That guy I was telling you about that was in North Bend a few weeks ago that I posted something in our group chat, Hitch. He does like bike and hitchhiking streams, and like the thing he was doing his last stream is at the beginning of the day, people can do donations, and they add up. Like you can like give them, say, like $10 with hashtag South. You vote on if he's going like north or south or east or west or whatever, and whichever direction people give him the most money voting for him to go, that's the way he goes. So his chat, like, you know, obviously I wouldn't do that. I could just have votes, but like if you're someone with like 1,000 viewers like him, you can't, like, you can do you can, you know, make money that way, whatever. Yeah. Hello, thank you. Hi. But yeah. I thought that was cool that he does it, and his chat basically votes on which way. So like he has a destination to go to, and he eventually makes his way there. But like the day he was in North Bend, he was trying to get to California, so he was going to come through here and go down through Oregon and stuff. So the day before that, they had voted him west, the way he was supposed to go, and he went over the pass and made it to almost like here. And then they voted him the next day back east, so he had to go back over the pass the way he came the, you know, day before. And they do it between hitchhikes. So like he got a hitchhike that took him like over the pass over to I think Ellensburg, and then he isn't it called Ellensburg? So then he did another one, sat around, and they voted him south, so he went south on the interstate from there down and like hit 80 or 84. I don't remember what interstate it is that goes down, and then he went through Portland. So it's like a few of those days when he was here was when there was a heat wave coming through, and it was supposed to be like 105 degrees over there on the other side of the Cascades, and he was like begging people to send him west or south so he could get out of the freaking heat and, like, you know, get down to California. It's like, there was one stream I was watching, he was like, you guys get to decide where I go, and I usually don't ask for that many favors, but if there was ever a time, today is it, or whatever. Because he was saying like he just can't stand out in the sun when it's 105 degrees and hitchhike. Really. But you know, that's really fun to watch. It makes it fun to watch too, because you're like waiting on seeing which way he's gonna end up going and stuff, and it's all like up in the air. Yeah. Hello, thank you for the follow. Normally I bike ride in the daytime and the streams are more watchable. I ran out of daylight, but I guess you can make out a little bit and still chat. I hope you're having this day or night. Hi, I am good. It's nice and cool now since it's gotten dark. This is a fun ride. It is taking me longer to get back because there's way more people on this trail than I thought there would be, like walking after dark. Only one group of them have had a flashlight, and I don't want to just... I mean, I could angle this up more, but it would also kind of blind people more. Oh, that's actually, if you angle it up where it shines in front of you, it's pretty bright for pretty far away. Just back over to where I parked. I just was going on a short ride, so I just rode down the trail a ways, and I'm just headed back. I've been riding for an hour almost. So I'm not like traveling, going anywhere in particular. It was just, you know, leisurely joyride down the trail and then back. I mean, it's true, like I was freaking sweating earlier and it's cooled off so much just getting dark that it's like I almost feel chilly now because I'm like kind of damped and sweating so much. Like I kind of am tempted to just go keep riding and not just go back as soon as I can, but you know, I don't think this is very fun to watch on stream, but you know, it's fun for me. So at least there's that, you know. Yeah, there's less traffic and stuff, and it's, you know, it's chill. I just got bike lights for my bike. I have literally never in my life had bike lights. So this is the first time I've ever ridden my bike after dark and at least been able to see. So it's kind of actually, that probably might sound ridiculous, but I've just literally never bought bike lights. I just would only ride in the day, and that's the only reason tonight I started riding really late, and I thought, well, I have bike lights now, so I can just go ride a little further and just ride back in the dark. Well, I've mostly always mountain biked, and pretty much all the mountain bike trails I've biked at in the southeast, they all close at dark. So you can't ride them past then. Like, you know, they have gated parking lots and stuff. You just can't stay there. You'll get like locked in or whatever. Or in trouble at least. So like, and there's one path I used to like riding on, a Riverwalk going through Chattanooga, but it has lights all along it, street lights. So I used to go there and ride like this bike. Like I basically had this bike, and there was only a few trails I really liked riding that much. If I was gonna go close to dark or after dark, I'd just go to the Riverwalk and ride, and it's lit and you don't need lights. Like it had plenty of street lights, like just made where you can walk or ride in the dark, like people can see you good and everything. So I didn't really ever have a use for them, you know. I don't think they used to be as cheap either. Like I got these for like 19 bucks. At least back like, you know, 10 years ago when I used to ride a lot. Oh, here's the hill. I was trying to keep up when I got to this hill because it's steep. It's steep enough with this bike with no traction. I can't hardly brake going down it without sliding, and it has a curve. Oh, here, fish. Let me show you my light. So it's bright and dim, and then this is if you want to ruin someone's eyesight, the strobe. I'm never planning on using that because I'm not a jerk. And then the rear light, should be able to see it. Actually, can you? It's like, oh, kind of. It's like solid, and then it like kind of flashes back and forth, and then the burn your eyeballs out flashing, and then another kind of like flashing back and forth, and then see, I have different ideas about that. It makes it, I guess, more likely for them to see you for a moment, and then I feel like they tone you out faster because it's like freaking blinding. Also, if it's dark, it can kind of blind them where they can't. I know they're not bright, but flashing lights still make it harder for you to see. I feel like if it's like this dark and you're using a strobe, that is going to make the people distract them enough that they're going to be more likely to run over you than if, you know, I guess it depends on the situation. This has like a breathing effect where it dims really slowly and then brightens slowly, and I was planning on using that if I'm on a road maybe, but I don't want the bright like strobe because I personally think that makes it more likely to get hit. Oh, I can't see. You literally can't see on stream right now either. I know that's probably a hot take, but I feel like my opinion is different than most people because almost everybody I see around here on the road have like freaking in the daylight. Even they have strobe lights, and I've gone by some people like that at night and they have really bright rear strobe lights, and I'm just thinking like, you know, that's really distracting. Like if I would just think you're, you know, trying to get me to hit you unless you're just, you know, stupid. Is what I'm thinking like when I ride by them. It's like trying to make it hard for me to see while I'm trying to make sure I stay in the lane and don't go into the bike lane and hit them, you know, or something. It's like, you know, police cars that have really, really bright lights, and they like, there's a wreck or something, or they have someone pulled over, and you get up to them and you just literally can't even see if you're in the lane. That happens a lot. I thought about riding up the trail that way, but I think I'll just go on and head back. The parking lot I parked at is technically supposed to close at dusk. Because that's one thing I noticed here. The Washington State Patrol can turn their rear flashy lights off. So when they pull someone over on the interstate, they turn the ones on where they're just solid, and they're flashing the other way, like once you get by them. And it makes such a big difference trying to get by them and not like crash, like if there's a and just be more wrecks, because like you can just, they're blue and the flashing ones are kind of dimmer, and you can see the car just fine, but you can also still see where the lane is at. Where, you know, some other police cars, it's just so blinding, it's just like you slow way down and you still just like can't even see where the lane's at. That's at least my opinion. I hate flashy lights. I think people use flashy lights to make it easy to be seen, and I think it makes you more likely to get ran over. But it might depend on the driver. I either way will take my chances and have a solid one, or a slow, really slow, not blinding flash, like breathing one. Anyways, this has been really fun. I have, I guess, like a little ways back, like a fourth of a mile or something, and I guess I'll be done. It looks weird, like trying to decide. It's weird in the night figuring out like where you're at. Everything seems longer. Like I got to that bridge and I thought it was about to the one that went over the river, and I was like, oh no, that's just the one before it. I mean, this is fun. I like having bike lights. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here and end stream before I get on up further to the car. Really useful. And I'm if I was riding like on a bike lane, I'm not worried about cars hitting me as much now. Like, it's still harder for them to see me in the night, but I used to just wouldn't go on a bike lane even if it was like close to dusk, where it was just getting kind of dark, and I wouldn't mind doing that now with the backlight. So mine has like 5 settings, so I can have it flashy and, you know, blind people if I think that's what it does, or have it solid or anything, and then maybe not get smooshed. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Fish. It was nice chatting. Actually, I wasn't planning on streaming for quite an hour because I wasn't planning on riding quite this late. But yeah, it was fun riding back in the dark. I think you're the only one here, so I'm just gonna end and not bother rating anybody. It's like easier. Yeah, like I see tons of road bikers around here riding the, like, wearing the green ones that have like reflective tape or whatever on them. Those are pretty reflective. I mean, they do work good at night. I've seen people just riding on the sidewalk or down a bike lane that didn't have lights on their bike but had a jacket on, and that was just good enough for the headlights shining off of them that I, you know, could see them like pretty well. But yeah. Because, I mean, really, if you're paying attention, if the car is, it's not that hard to see someone if you have a, you know, jacket or something like that. So yeah, maybe I'll go mountain biking soon. I know of some trails that I could ride in the dark night at. So I could. There's a few different areas here where I believe you can ride a night ride on the trails. That don't close. So maybe I'll go mountain biking sometime in the dark. I might kind of want a headlight so I can actually see when I'm turning my head also around curves, but yeah. Anyways, good night, Fish. It's 8:30. I might get home and eat dinner and take a shower and stream Celeste, since I said I wanted to last night and I said something about streaming it tonight. So I might stream again and stream Celeste. It just depends on if I guess I'll plan on doing that, but it might get late and I decide I don't feel like it, or there's not time. But I think I'll plan on 8:30, 9:30, 10. I think I'll plan on about 2 hours from now streaming Celeste. 10:30 wouldn't be too late. I could play it for like an hour and a half or 2 hours and not go to bed too late at all, really. So yeah, anyways, maybe I'll see you then. Maybe not. You know, if I stream or not, or if it's too late or not for you. But yeah, good night, Fish.